Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome and welcome back to Billy Go's Prophetic Vessel. It's your girl, Billy Go, and we got a message for you. Welcome to your Capricorn and Chosen One channel. All right, let's get it cracking. Let's see. What we want to do? What that we want to use? And I command in God's name, all entities, parasites, evil, monitoring spirits that are clothed and unclothed, be blocked by and deafened, return back to sinners and replaced with good, according to God, Yahweh, Yeshua Christ, will, unclothed, uncontaminated, uncompromised, so it is, and thank you. All right, out here, my generational curse breakers. How my chosen ones doing? Making money. We making that money. You making those pesos? I know that's right. I know that's right, my money makers. Okay, my caps and chosen ones. All right, Holy Spirit, what we got? What's the message? What does my Capricorns and chosen ones need to know? We have solitude in reverse. We have ungrounded, noisy, feeling lonely, lack direction, blurry, overworked. Okay, some of you guys, you could feel like, like things aren't necessarily going the best. Okay, feeling like, unaware, unstable. Okay, so some of you guys, you're feeling like just unstable, feeling like things are unbalanced, feeling like you don't have like access to connection. The type of connection, I'm hearing like the type of connection you would like and want and need around to feel like you're able to heal and navigate. Okay. So you're not feeling the most stable, whether that's in money, love, emotions, okay, or all. So tell me what's going on. What's going on? Queen of Swords in reverse. Rude, malicious, cheater, gossip, liar, blunt, angry. So you guys have energy. You guys are dealing with an energy. Unless this is you, put yourself on the side of the story as you see fit. You guys have an energy where it's like, they've been very aggressive towards you, very malicious. So you guys have someone that's been could be like maliciously attacking you, gossiping about you, lying about you because you're creative, you're helpful, you're modest, you're faithful, you're a hard worker. So you have a malicious energy, a cheater that is you. So you have like this cheater type of malicious energy that has been causing chaos, trying to cause chaos in your life because you're creative. You're creative. You are a hard worker, right? You're responsible. And this energy looks like they're causing things to be ungrounded and unbalanced for you because of that. Not that that makes it okay, right? You could feel like, it's been hard for you to get yourself together because you're trying to navigate these, heavy waters that you've been treading, right? We have astral travel in reverse. Fear, doubt, imbalance, anxiety. So maybe you guys don't know that you have energies that's been astral traveling to you. Some of you guys, you could be used to astral traveling and you're wondering like, well, what the fuck happened? Why haven't I been able to astral travel? Right? You guys are, so the Holy Spirit is wanting me to make aware that you guys are having this energy. You guys have this energy that is astral traveling to you, and look at that in the shadow in reverse. They're doing unfathomable things to you while you are sleeping. All right, for those that this reading applies to. Shadow work, healing, grounding, self-growth, seeking advice. Okay, so letting you know what's going on in the shadows here. For my people, my spiritual people here, you guys have an energy astral traveling to you that you don't realize this, and they're violating you. Okay, now this could be you, That's what I'm getting. And this is causing you to lose currency. This is causing you to feel drained and tired when you wake up. And keep in mind, I mean, this doesn't make it okay. We've been as a collective dealing with spiritual rape and spiritual molestation when it comes to that. The entities using different methods and implants to do this. This is like in this lifetime, you have someone that's intentionally going to sleep, or getting in a position where they are waking up and they are astral traveling to you and trying to get some juju from you. All right. We have Taurus energy here. So this is our, so we had Virgo energy showed up. Now Taurus energy showing up, the second earth sign. Hey guys, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling these vibes. All right, we have elegant, perseverance, patience, reliable. So you guys have been patient through this, right? Letting go of things and people that doesn't serve you or you're being guided to. Okay, you're very reliable and organized. Keep working through. Yeah, it's like they're trying to they're having a hard time. So remember, divine feminine is an energy. Okay, whoever's in their divine feminine energy predominantly here, right? Like I don't care if you identify as a man. We're talking about feminine energy. We're talking about you being in your feminine energy, your soft life type of thing, right? Nurturing, you know. Um, it's like somebody won't let go of you, right? Somebody won't let go, having a hard time letting go. So they're astral traveling to you, trying to, I'm hearing like suck you dry. All right. And this is causing like mental fog. It's causing you to like lack ideas, lack focus. It's causing different blockages in your life. Hey, make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling these vibes. All right. It's causing you to like not be as sharp when it comes to your information as you are used to being, right? Um, you know, not making the best decisions as you would be. Okay. So maybe you guys have been picking up on that, but not actually sure why. Maybe some of you guys, you wake up because what happens in the spiritual realm can manifest in the physical realm. So some of you guys may be waking up with bruises and scars on yourself. And of course, if you can rule out the fact that you're doing it to yourself while you sleep, which I've had experiences where myself, where like an entity was moving my arm. Have you ever heard of automatic writing? Well, just imagine that. It was just not when you're writing, um so some of you guys are not knowing because you are asleep. So like in the spirit realm, you could be fighting and you get a scratch on your arm, or maybe they clip a tag on your arm, and then in the physical realm it manifests as a dot. Or they scratch in the physical realm, and then they scratch in the spiritual realm, and then in the physical realm it manifests as a line on your arm, right? And of course, you know that you didn't scratch yourself, right? If you can rule that out, then boom. So, but that's not the only thing, right? When they rape and molest you in the spiritual realm, you may wake up and your genital might be sore. It might be a little sore. Um, hey guys, glad you could join. Um, so just letting you know, that is a thing, and that's what's been happening in these spiritual streets. The spiritual rape and spiritual molestation has been at an all-time high. All right. And I'm hearing it's a part of that is because the dark side just doesn't care. They're doing whatever they need to do in order to save face. And the energy that's been astral traveling to you, they're doing this because they know that this is a form of currency loss for you. So they're intentionally doing this to try to keep you from being able to move forward. I'm tired of keep getting these little energies that keep trying to put up these blocks to move me forward, okay? Look at that, Capricorn in reverse. And I command in God's name all entities, parasites, evil, monitoring spirits that's clothing the cloak, be blocked by the death and return back to sinners and replaced with good, according to God, Yahweh, Yeshua Christ, will uncloak, uncontaminated, uncompromised, so it is, and thank you. We have Capricorn in reverse here. So, stubborn, pessimistic, criticized, suspicious, seriousness, pickiness, bigot, cautious, bossy, sarcastic, noisy, depressed. So when it comes to, and then we have soulmate here. So it's given like you having someone that's, this energy was here to teach you something, okay? What did they teach you? Ooh, and you guys look like you moving too. Y'all moving. Oh shit, now you moving. And that's why this energy is pissed off. They pissed off because you moving. Okay? You moving forward. And they trying to, so somebody looked at you as a meal ticket. They're looking at you as a meal ticket. You know what I was just shown? I was just shown a spring, like a spring well. And y'all know that movie is a Tuck Everlasting. I forgot what the name of the movie is. Y'all remember that family that drunk from that tree? And they was able to live for a long, long, long time. Well, that's how they're viewing your genital juice. I'm sorry, this is the message. Because of what it's spiritually doing for them and how the benefits is manifesting for them in the physical realm. I'm also hearing too what it's been doing for their bloodline as a whole in the seen and unseen. Ooh, it's nasty. So there is someone that's been intentionally violating you in the spiritual realm, spiritual rape, spiritual molestation. And in some cases has sold, and we've gotten these readings before, but it's coming back out again. They've also hooked you up to a spiritual sex trafficking grid. It's a molestation rape grid, where it's a demonic systems that hook you up to different spiritual contraptions that basically spiritual rape contraptions that implants and hooks that it's a form of dark programming that automatically siphon your energy so that they could get your light codes, your spiritual gifts, and so on and so forth. Because if you didn't know, sex is one of the most potent forms of energy exchanges. Okay, energy transfers, whatever have you here. You guys used to have a past life with whoever this is for some of you, and they're using that as an opportunist here. They're using you guys' connection as a way for them to get ahead in life, all right? So this is still happening. So we've gotten this energy before, but the fact that this coming out again is still happening. Okay? It's still happening. Dang. So you guys are getting a soulmate. If this soulmate, hey, make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling these vibes. So you guys are getting a soulmate if this soulmate hasn't came in already. All right. See, you're moving. So you guys have a soulmate that's coming in if they haven't already, okay? Past life connection, feels like home, familiar, kindred spirits. So you guys have this soulmate and you guys have somebody else here. That's this energy that's been astral traveling to you, trying to suck on your energy. This is not the one that needs to move with you. They're trying to move with you. Okay, they're trying to ride on this blessing wheel with you. No. God is saying no. Because they're and they feel like since they can't come with you, they're trying to block They trying to block you from having a positive movement forward, okay? Whoever this energy is, it's been trying to block you from having positive movement forward, okay? And spiritually, this is how they've been doing it. Gambler, money chaser, self-serving, playing the field, poker face, personal gain, smooth criminal fighting. Absolutely. See, and this is the truth coming out. This is why you've been having migraines, nightmares, lack intuition, imagination. Look at that. Because this is all the things and tactics that this energy has been doing to try to stop you in your tracks. Okay? Yeah, just being reckless. Sagittarius in reverse. This is a Sagittarius in their shadow side. All right, whether they are actually of that sign or in the shadow energy of that sign. All right, that's how that works. Or you, shit, put yourself on the side of the store as you see fit. If you know that this is your fucked up ass, we don't discriminate against here. Everybody needs healing, including myself. All right, so make sure you take what resonates and you leave the rest behind here. And make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling these vibes. Okay. All right. So make sure you paying attention to your body. Make sure you paying attention to what scars is on it, what's not. If you got any bruises anywhere, if not, okay. We're dealing with a warfare that's never before seen, quote unquote. All right. So this is going to take you to do things that you've never done before. Have forgotten, in a sense. Okay, because you're remembering. You're going through a process of remembering. They're trying to take you through a process of forgetting, because when they astral travel to you and they siphon on your energy, that's why it's causing these migraines. That's why it's causing these imbalances, these anxieties. You know, these are entities. So anytime that they have spiritual sex with you, they are exchanging entities, implants. Okay? And they want me to say too, it's not just a person astral traveling to some of you guys. It's also dark galactic beings that haven't had an incarnation. They're also astral traveling to you. They're traveling to you through the astral realms, and they're spiritually raping and molesting you. And when they do that, they are sucking your life force. They are instilling implants and hooks and other things. Also too, when they have this spiritual sex with you, they're sucking on part of your soul fragments and destiny. All right. All right, Holy Spirit, this is a part of the reason of why people age. How do you make it stop? You have to go through a process. Okay, because I'm still going through the process. You have to, because it happens to me as well. All right, now a lot of people don't feel it. Now, in order for you to feel the spiritual wave, spiritual molestation, it's you feel it through your clairsentience. That's a clear feeling, okay, when it comes to your supernatural senses outside of your physical senses, right? You have to go in your Akashic records, take a look at your soul contract, and you have to take a look at any demonic enslavement contracts and jurisdictions that they have over you that is giving them the jurisdiction to attack you. Oh, well, in this lifetime they made this vow, they made this promise, you know, so we get to do this, we get to take their gifts, or siphon some of them, we get to do this, we get to do that, right? Or you have to find out the ancestor or the promise or exchange or demonic agreement that the ancestor made. It's either and or. You have to close it out. You have to cancel it out in that lifetime, because if you don't cancel it out in that lifetime, it carries over to the next lifetime until you cancel it out, close it out for good. All right. And then, but you, in order to do that, you also have to get permission from God. To also make sure that there's nothing karmic debt related as to why you're experiencing that as well. And then you have to get someone who has the spiritual ranking in the spirit realm, that's like a spiritual judge, a spiritual lawyer, a spiritual attorney, that has the ranking to cancel and close these contracts out with God, right? And then once all of those contracts are canceled and cut out, and you don't have to wait until they're all canceled and cut out, you can start getting these beforehand or while you're going through the process of closing those contracts out, which can be a process, because you have to unlink yourself through the for the reason why that promise and vow was even made to begin with. And then you have to you have to get psychic surgeries to remove the implants, the hooks, the portals, and all the other dark programming that they put inside of you in order to spiritually rape and spiritually molest you. You also have to remove the entity attachments and the energetic parasites that's latched onto your organs, that's causing the discomfort and them being able to rape you as well. Because when you have energetic parasites on your organs, especially in your genital area, astrally, baby, they would just sit there pump. They would just sit there pump, and this is their version of. And so, and that's so, and we won't feel it spiritually, because clairsentiently, everybody's clairsentience is at different levels, right? Because of all the bogged down traumas from lifetime after lifetime. And so, with that being said, you have to have those things removed in order for you. Oh, here's what you will feel. If you don't feel it clairsentiently, you will feel the physical, manifestation of what's happening, of the spiritual rape, spiritual molestation, which is heavy bleeding on periods, certain diagnoses that's known as endometriosis and PCOS, certain surgeries that's also known as having a hysterectomy, certain viruses of the genital area known as a yeast infection or some sort of bacterial infection down there. All right. Those are all physical versions of what's going on spiritually from you. So just to say that this is for entertainment purposes, right? For those of you guys that don't know, I am an ordained minister. I am a certified spiritual life coach. I'm a certified metaphysical practitioner. I am a mental health therapist. This is not counseling. This is for entertainment purposes. I'm a certified Reiki practitioner. I am a obviously tarot reader, and I am an Akashic record reader, psychic clearer, psychic surgeon. All right. And so with that basically being said, it's a process, as you see, with this. So I hope that answers, how you can make it stop. It's a process. Now here's the thing. If this is linked to a person that is doing and paying black magic for the entities to do this, and then you end up with like a incubus or succubus attachment, then you got to get an exorcism, i.e. a psychic surgery. I'm not saying but you're the one that came on my platform. Gone. Anyways, I hope that answered your question, honey. All right. So, basically, so psychic surgeries is basically another word for exorcisms. If you've ever seen movies like The Poltergeist, if you've ever seen movies like movies where people are being haunted, preyed upon, PREY, by different demons, entities, and they end up having these marks on their skin, their body, right? There's a movie where this little girl kept getting spiritually raped and molested because this evil spirit kept haunting her because they were trying to get their story told through her about how she was murdered through by someone who raped her or some shit like that. And although that didn't, like, the girl didn't have to haunt the girl for that. It was just to let people know that this is the type of stuff that's happening out here and people don't realize it or realize how it's impacting them. All right. And this stuff is more than just movies, guys. And this is real life, right? However, because God gave free will, people have free will to believe in what they want to believe in, right? But if you came here, this is the type of messages we get. This is the type of stuff we talked about because this is what the fuck goes on. And it causes problems, right? So, Holy Spirit. So if you can sit there and believe that people get violated by incubus and succubus attachments and priests got to come and do exorcism on people's houses to remove entities and stuff like that, then you can believe that spiritual rape is spiritual molestation is happening via astral traveling, whether it's a person that's going to sleep and leaving their body to do it, and or if it's a galactic being and or demon, all right, that is astral traveling to you and doing it, which for some of you guys it's multiple energies and you guys are not necessarily feeling it. You're feeling the physicalities of things and you're wondering what's going on, or wondering why you have lost in your money, or why you have lost in energy, or why you have lost, when it comes, why I feel like your skin messing up, or why I feel like whatever the case may be. Well, here's your answer spiritually, a spiritual answer for you, or why somebody in your family. Because let me tell you something, I study bloodlines, infrastructures to be exact. And if somebody in your bloodline is fucked up, I don't want to say that means you fucked up, but also kind of. Because that's contributing to the infrastructure of the bloodline that you're also a part of. Let me tell you something, stuff that people don't know. I didn't once upon a time either. But that's why we have these readings, so you guys can learn and apply the wisdom as knowledge. We got an eight of swords here in reverse. Oh my gosh, we got an 8 of cups in reverse. Who wants to come spin the block? Somebody want to come back, or you want to go back in somebody's life. Why, Lord? Because the 10 of Pentacles here. We got a 10 of Pentacles. Somebody want to come back around because they see you in your 10 of Pentacles now. Okay, they see you unstuck. You're not trapped in a situation anymore. So somebody tried to keep you trapped in a sex cycle. They tried to keep you in. They tried to keep you to keep having loss through sex. Hey, what's up with all this sex energy? I just heard us. We just said a sex demon. We got the World card in reverse. So this energy want to come back because you have your inheritance now. The 10 of Pentacles, and you have your inheritance. You have some sort of love, whether it's your soul family coming in, platonic and or divine love as well. You have whatever you've been trying to manifest and pray for yourself is coming in if it hasn't already. Okay, this could be past, present, or future information for you. Whoever that sat here and tried to violate you to make you lose everything, or send you negative energy to make you lose everything, they are they want to come back in your life because they see that you have it all. They tried to make you lose it all and they see that you still have it all. All right. And they don't want this cycle to close out. Okay. They want you to give them something. Handout energy. We had that in the reading over on Don Juan. That's my other platform, by the way. Don Juan Spiritual Guidance. If you want to subscribe, those readings are timeless as well. The link is in the description box. Okay. Not a one. See, this energy that want to come back. We saw the 8 of Cups reverse that they want to come back to. They want you to give them some of your blessings. Okay. Can you give me some of your time, your effort, your energy? We was getting this on the we was getting this on the Don Juan reading. Can you give me some of your time, effort, your energy? Can you give me some of your money, your currency? All right. So thank you for the positive energy. But the Holy Spirit is just saying they playing around. They are playing around, okay? They're saying you able to manifest your gifts and your passions, baby. They over here like, oh, what? They trying to cut it down. I'm hearing they trying to cut it off. They trying to cut it off. Look at that, 2 of Cups, Page of Wands. Because so you guys have manifested a new friend, a new partner, or new partners, okay, if you guys are poly or whatever. You guys have manifested new partners here. And they have manifested a life of struggle for themselves. Yikes. Yikes. They manifested a life of struggle for themselves because you don't want to take their cup. You don't want them anymore. So without you, they have to endure a life of struggle. I heard that's because the inheritance is connected to you. That was that. Yeah. The inheritance is connected to you. So without you, they don't have shit. So be mindful of somebody just trying to come back into your life because they need you in order to get a come up. But they don't genuinely want you. They want what's connected to you, which is this inheritance. Oh. They want what's connected to you, this inheritance. All right? So your new beginning is having new love, new connections, romantic, platonically, that is of genuine and true, right? Their new beginning is a life of struggle because of how they mistreated you and mishandled you and others. Okay, put yourself inside the story as you see fit here. And see, look at that. So because you don't want them anymore, you're not, look at 13 on the time, because you don't want them anymore, because you're not taking their offer. You know, in some cases this could be a work. You don't want to work at that company anymore. But you was one of that company's best employees. You brought in good customers, you returning customers, you brought in, you know, that bag. You brought in stability to that business. You don't want to work there no more. Look, these are people trying to plot. How can we get them back to this company? How can we get them back in this relationship with us? How can we get this person or people back to come live with us again? That's what this is. They plotting, okay? And mind you, 3 of Pentacles in reverse. These are bad partnerships. This is bad business, honey. Bad partnerships, bad business, okay? Causing nothing but instability. I'm hearing there's nothing solid behind these people. They don't have any type of morality or integrity to their name. They just doing what they need to do to get themselves out of a shitty situation. I'm hearing niggas quit to run their mouth when they get jammed. Pussy ass nigga tell it on his own fam. Listen. Remember the three of Pentacles in reverse we just saw? They in a jam. They in a jam because all the shit that they was doing behind your back is coming out. It's coming out now. All the shit that they was doing behind your back is coming out. They in a jam and they sitting there telling on each other. They squealing. Oh, well, they did this, that, and the third. I only did this, but they did. Niggas quit throwing their mouth when they get jammed. That can tell it on his own fan. Listen, Linda, listen. We got Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Listen, look. This is what they was trying to get here for you. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. They was, look at that. The Sun card. They trying to keep a cycle open of you not having what you supposed to. 5-5 on the timer. And not, so they trying to keep you stuck in the shadow version of the number 5, which is poverty. Constantly going through hardship type of changes to get to the good shit. With, you know, trying to keep you in the energy. You know, who want to be in the energy for long? You know, I know, you know, we got to be uncomfortable to get changes sometimes with dad. You know, it's like they trying to keep you there. And hell no. Hell no, spiritual bird. The Chariot card in reverse. Dang. So they tried to stop you from meeting this new soulmate, meeting your soul tribe. Okay, they tried to put it, or they're still trying to do this. All right, and so somebody's doing some manipulation work to keep a cycle open. They're doing some manipulation work to keep you from meeting whoever this soulmate or new partnerships are that's meant for you to come into contact with. And they've been trying, and by them trying to keep this cycle open, it's I'm hearing like a mixed match of energy. It's like if a pool of water got tainted a little bit. Like you got a pool of water, you can still like splash in the water still gonna splash, it's still gonna go. But it's like, why it smell like that or something like that? So it's like shit in a pool. It's like you free, you not trapped, but it still may feel like you are because you still dealing with the same shitty circumstances because there's shit in the pool. That's what's because there's shit in the pool. I don't know why it's coming out. I don't know why it's coming out like that. Like it's like you didn't have a boat, you got the boat now. Maybe your boat, there was a rock in front of the boat couldn't move. Well, now the rock is moved, right? You got the ship, you got the paddle, whatever. You got you know, in some cases you may actually have extra people to help you row, right? But you like, oh, why I feel like we still going hella slow, tortoise slow? Why I feel like we can't take off? Why I feel like we still got an anchor? You know, what's really going on? Because there's shit in the pool. There's shit in the water. The water, something's tainted. Something's tainted here. It's a mixture, it's like a mixture of energy. You're free. It's like you're free to go. But then it's like, well, if I'm free to go and if I can do this and if I can do that, why motherfuckers still in prison clothes? Or why motherfuckers still in a cell? Or why, you know, why the shit still look the same if a motherfucker free? Or if a motherfucker's supposed to have positive movement forward? It's because shit is in the pool. But judgment is here, okay? Judgment is here. And the verdict of this judgment is your enemy's new fresh start is going through exactly what they put you through. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. All right. And so I was watching SpongeBob the other day. I guess, when am I not? And and there was this episode where I guess somebody tried to bully SpongeBob, or that somebody tried to bully Patrick. One of them. And SpongeBob or Patrick twisted the bully's chest, and he twisted the bully's chest, and the bully couldn't take it. Now, mind you, whoever, when the bully messed with Patrick or SpongeBob, like, they like yelled a little bit, or whatever the case may be. But also when they did to the bully what the equivalent of what was done to them, the bully couldn't take it. The bully was screaming, yelling, crying. I mean, going woo out the bam, way more than what Patrick and SpongeBob did to when the bully did whatever he was gonna do. Your enemies going through what they put you through, they can't take it. They can't take it. Because they wasn't anointed to go through the type of warfare you was going through. See, they could dish it, but they can't take it. I'm glad you was able to make it. Listen. Your bullies can't take it. And judgment is here. And the judgment is eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. See, that's their new beginning. They was trying to have your new beginnings be pain, heartache, suffering, burdens. Okay, burdens and blockages. That's what they want your new beginnings to be. And that's what theirs is. Because what they wanted for you is what's happening to them. And what they put you through, they going through times 2. All right? Because see, this didn't just fuck with you. This fucked with you and your bloodline in the seen and unseen. And motherfuckers don't understand that. Motherfuckers trying to establish shit so that when motherfuckers have their children and shit, these ancestors can reincarnate in peace. Don't nobody want to reincarnate back into fucking poverty. You know, nobody want to incarnate into a hard ass life if they don't want to, if they don't have to. You feel me? So it's like motherfuckers wasn't just trying to fuck it up for you. And even if they wasn't thinking about that, it's the principle. You weren't supposed to do no shit like this anyway. And nobody's perfect. This was the lengths that somebody went to try to stop and block you. Okay, so some of you guys are wondering, like, God, like you said, and God is like, I know, I said that promise still holds true. Here's what's going on that you may not see. Okay, because I know you see in these videos, you free. Here's the Tito. Here's what's up. There's some poison that I gotta extract. So that when you row in your boat, going back to the boat analogy, the boat is not disintegrating as you rowing it. Like you got movement that's not finna drown, right? They still was trying to plot and see how you could still lose it while they was going down. And God is like, no, because I'm on this boat with them. And and they with me, my kids with me. And my kids is doing the will that I have for them. And you're not about to take down my plan just because you unhealed. God said you're not about to take out my plan just because you unhealed. Boy, baby, look, and they look. They trying to manipulate their fate. So be mindful. They trying to manipulate the consequences that they know that they have coming by holding on to you. Trying to hold on because they know that God is going to take care of you. They know that you are one of God's most anointed. So they trying to get covering because they know that God is not going to take you through what they finna take them through. So they like, okay, well, maybe if I could just be friends with them or get back together with them, my karma won't happen or be as bad because I'm connected to them and God don't want them to go through it, so he won't take me through it or won't take me as hard through it. No, you need to not take them back. But you got your own free will, okay? You got your own free will. But just know that's what covering does. It can potentially shield someone from getting the entire blow of whatever karmic debt that they got. But also, consequently, some of that can leak on to you too. They bad juju, because some of that can leak on to you too. All right, if you're not careful, because God got his hands over you, right? And God can say, oh, nope, I don't want none of that to leak over. I know that I'm using, because especially if God is using you to help somebody that has been taking blows, but they're innocent, then God gonna make sure you straight, right? Especially you, okay, nope, you being obedient, you help, God is able to use you to help somebody, then you don't have nothing to worry about. Well, let's say that God is trying to tell you, oh no, you don't need to be with that person, and you understand what you're still choosing and all the rest of that stuff because you want to feel bad, but you don't want to feel bad from afar. Some of that shit's gonna leak over. And it can potentially taint whatever blessings God is trying to give you, already gave you, to the point where you lose shit, or you don't get the blessing, because God blessing you will mean that God is also blessing them because they attached to you in some way, shape, or form. And God don't want to bless bad behavior. Right? So if this is if you needed a sign where you need to drop that motherfucker like a bad habit, whether that motherfucker is a family member, a friend, if they doing this thing, it's not a friend, a lover, an ex-lover, whatever, what have you, shit. Or if you know that you was out here doing some foul shit like this and somebody dropped you like a hot potato, this is why you was foul. Shit. You was fucking foul. If you needed to hear that from us, shit. The moon card, the hermit in reverse. Yeah, so it's some secrets. Somebody didn't tell you something. Somebody didn't tell you that they found something out. Somebody didn't tell you. Somebody didn't tell you that they found something else. They found something. What they do? What was this? They did some work. They didn't tell you something. What didn't they tell you? Oh shit, 8 of Wands in reverse. They didn't tell you something. 8 of Wands in reverse. What didn't they tell you? What did they not tell you? King of Wands in reverse. Whatever this energy was, they was playing. King of Wands in reverse. It was a player energy. What didn't they tell you? What they hiding? What are they hiding? We saw eight of Pentacles in reverse. What they was working on? Who they was working with? Or some work? Putting some work. What's this? What's these secrets? What they was hiding? What don't they know? Oh. This 8 of Pentacles flipped out and it flipped out. Listen, because if you know you popping, that's why they hating. And that's not a reason for them to do bad shit. But you know, ain't nobody gonna hate on nobody that don't think it's raw. Don't nobody hate on somebody that they don't think is raw and popping. They may not admit that they think you popping and then you the shit, which is why they hating on you. But best believe, don't nobody hate on nobody that they don't think is the shit. Clock it. All right? So, you popping. You popping. So, we got the 8 of Pentacles in reverse here. That fell right on astral traveling in reverse. So, the work that they pay for these entities, energies to come and steal from you via sex, and the black magic that they was doing themselves, and this was them doing it themselves, meaning they was going through meditation or sleeping, and they was finding out where you are, coming to you and sucking on your juices, whatever genital area you got. Oh, baby, this is so violating. This is so violating. Okay? Sex demon. I keep hearing sex demon. This person's a sex demon, and because they have this this addiction to sex. It's like that came out in the love reading in the Don Juan reading I did. If y'all want to see that, you can go on our other YouTube page, Don Juan Spiritual Guidance. That reading is on there. And make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling these vibes. Okay? And so we got the Queen of Swords in reverse. So these energies are hoping that your guard is down, so that they could come in and make an offer, and you know, so they could come get it, because the karma's whooping that ass. Listen, because they ain't getting shit. They ain't getting no money. They don't have nothing to have move forward in, because of how they sit up here, treated you, how they sit up here and manipulated your love life, how they sat up here and tried to manipulate your money. They sure did. They tried to trap you in a situation to where you wasn't having any positive movement forward, and to where you wasn't making any money for yourself, so all of that energy could go towards them. And they're sitting here trying to keep a cycle open. So they trying to, in some cases, I'm here delay things, hold things off, so that they can keep a cycle open, so they can stay attached to you, right? So that they could continue to still have access to you in some type of way, even if that means, you know, if this is a situation where y'all only see each other in court. They trying to keep that open, as their case open as much as possible, so they can continue to see you even if it's at court. All right. Look, they trying everything. If this is like a spiritual matter for you, mind you, apply the concepts to your life. All right, whether it's a friend, family member, a lover, whatever, or a combination of all. All right, shit, they going through these extreme lengths to keep you in a cycle, just so you you don't succeed here. But like, I want to ask why. Like, what's the why? Like, somebody, I mean, going through extreme lengths. All right. And I'm being guided to say this. I'm being guided to say this when it comes to this cup energy. Be mindful of drinking in your dreams. Be mindful of eating in your dreams. That's one of the ways that the entities uh, carry out attacks, whether they're doing themselves and or the ones that people do, as far as like offerings and sacrifices. That's one of the ways that they start initiating that process. All right. Because you have to do some clearing if you eat, drink, and have sex in your dreams. Okay. I mean, in any other ways, in the forms of attacks. Would definitely be mindful of eating and drinking anything from these energies in the physical realm. If you know that they've been paying for black magic on you, if they've been doing black magic on you, because if they have, that means they're giving permissions for the entities to work through them. So like, let's say if they're fixing some tea for you, if they're fixing some food for you, that entity is going to feel like they have permission to attach themselves to the herb of that tea, and then you're drinking it. That entity is going to feel like they have the rights to use that person that's cooking for you, that's been paying for black magic, to get on the herbs of that food. You know, you're eating, let's say you're eating spaghetti or something that has herbs in it, and latch onto the herb, and then you eat it. Okay, so you just be mindful, and then listen. If you eating from somebody that knows how to do black magic, you don't need to be eating nothing from them anyway, because especially if they know how to do it themselves, they may make a concoction, put a curse on the concoction, put it on the food. Here you go. Enjoy. Don't do it. Don't eat from anybody that you know personally hate you, if you can help it. All right. Not Pentacles in reverse. They're trying to stop you from being independent. They're trying to stop you from having your stability. And this has caused great loss for you. This has caused great grief. Great grief. Why? And they're hoping that you keep your portals, your gates open here spiritually. You guys have portals that needs closing. You have gates that needs closing. You have contracts that needs closing and clearing, so that because see, what this person has done is opened up doors, demonic doors, when they started to attack you in this way. The entities use this as an opportunity, like, oh, this person is attacking you. Oh, well, shit, they opened up the door, so let's use the door while it's open. And that's what is happening now. It's been getting hard as hell to close, because they've been trying to use different contracts, even outdated contracts that have expired on a soul level. They've been reactivating them, forging spiritual signatures to keep them open, and just using it to keep access to your energy, to keep these doors unlocked here, and to keep you in this cycle of grief on a galactic spiritual level here. Um, Baby, and this is why sometimes you may not feel like if you know if you coming or going. It's because you're going through the type of war that you're going through here, okay? My warriors. Listen, you are gonna have positive movement forward here. Without a shadow of doubt, God has seen it all. The truth is coming out, and you will have a cause to celebrate. 3 of Cups here. All right, the truth is coming out, and you will have a cause to celebrate. All right. Before we get into this, y'all, if you want, guys, we have this deck available. Okay, if you want to add a deck to your collection, we have 2 decks that's available for purchase. Okay, these are romantic and platonic soulmate twin flame karmic decks that will let you know what's happening in any situation, your work, love life, friendship, family. All right, these are created by us, Downward Spiritual Guidance. Downward Spiritual Guidance is the name of our other platform. So if you want to add other decks to your collection, feel free to check them out. The link to purchase those are in the description box. And if you guys are looking for something to keep your notes in, right? Or if you keep forgetting shit and you need to write something down in, well, these journals are created by us, Downward Spiritual Guidance, okay? These journals can be found on Amazon. All right, so if you would like to purchase any one of these, feel free to do so via the website link that is linked in the description box below. All right, so also feel free to also cloak what you're writing too, because the dark energies have been, we talking about remote viewing. They've been remote viewing to also spy and see, like, what projects are you doing, right? They're also spying to see, how you've been, able to do this, that, and the third. And if you're writing that down, they're trying to see. And also, too, they've been hijacking people's Akashic records. And anything that you do ends up in the Akashic records. Every thought, anything you write, all situations is being recorded. All right? Just ask Archangel Metatron. I mean, you can ask Holy Spirit, as well. But also, just to let you know, that's what you can do. Okay. So, with the point of me saying that was because the Holy Spirit was telling me, like, the libraries have been getting a little sick because of the need for the hijacking this and the need for them to be cleared. All right. So we have spiritual authority that has came out. So confront your demons with the strength bestowed upon you. I give you the authority over all the power of the enemy. Nothing will harm you. Okay? So when it comes to spiritual authority here, you guys need to know what your spiritual authority is. That's going to help you trump a lot of the attacks that you have been experiencing here. Like, I had to learn my different rankings and the different rankings that come with each initiation that you have, right? These entities have barely any authority over you except the false vows and promises that they have made to you. Eternal life, We are supposed to be living way longer than what we have been, but because these demonic contracts and because of these implants and all the rest of these dark programming, it's been contributing to them siphoning our life force. So we have to close that out. We have to get rid of that. All right, Holy Spirit. We have entanglement here. So, and Hall of Lives. Listen, we was just talking about the Akashic records, right? The Hall of Past Lives. Entangled in a karmic bind, your efforts to break free seem only to tighten the knots. This challenging cycle suggests the more you struggle, the deeper you sink. Consider a different approach. Embrace acceptance. So, for some of you guys, your different approach is starting to go through your Akashic records. You need that. All right. You need to find out, hey, well, if you've been dealing with an ailment for so long, go to your Akashic records. Why am I dealing with this ailment? Is it linked to karmic debt? Oh, what am I paying off? Oh, this isn't linked to karmic debt, or oh, it's linked to karmic debt and due to someone attacking me. Oh, someone's attacking me, or no, I don't have any karmic debt. I've done that. Oh, this is due to somebody attacking me. Oh, who's attacking me? Or how do I navigate this? Right? You guys need to ask questions, right? So you need to go see an Akashic record reader. You need to go see a psychic surgeon, because after you find out why, you're gonna need to start the process of removing and clearing yourselves of the black magic. Okay? Um, and remove any entanglements, i.e., vows, any promises, um, that has you entangled in anything that is giving these demonic forces justification for them to use um to attack you or to keep you in bondage. And that's what's going to give you the victory that you are searching for over this spiritual rape, over these all of this spiritual work. But this was like a sex demon reading. And I have a reading that I just did today, it's called a spiritual STD curse. I've never heard of that, spiritual STD curse. And basically, that's kind of what this reading is reminding me of. Like, this sex demon, it has been causing everybody to lose their money, their currency, like their spiritual gifts, their paper money, their assets, anything, their life force. Like, people losing family members. That's form of currency. People are currency. People are medicine. Okay. So people, and that's not good, because when I'm learning about bloodlines and currency and what strengthens a bloodline and what can weaken it and stuff like that. And this is definitely the type of stuff that is trying to screw, weaken, completely obliterate. So, for those in the seen and unseen, this is very real and unforeseen. And it's been cooking for a while, but this is where it's met its end. It's met its end. It's in the thick of things, and a lot of people don't even know it's 22:22 on the timer. And that's why being with your mission counterparts is going to be so important, okay? Because you guys, we're talking about medicine as people, we have to offset losses here. So you guys are going to be like, I don't want to say pushed in. But because that's what I want to say, I'm just going to follow my intuition. It's like you guys are going to be like, I don't want to say forced into these. For those of you guys, it's going to be new partners, new contracts, because your assignment partner fucked up. And for those where your partner didn't fuck up that much, you guys will be able to reconcile, right? But that this is needed because bloodlines are needing to come together to, help offset the loss. Two, I'm hearing like strength in numbers. 3, it's medicine for both the bloodlines. And all the bloodlines involved in the union that you guys are gonna have. Whether monogamy, poly, whatever you're gonna do, whatever God ordains for you. Okay. But keywords here that God ordains for you. You cannot continue on your mission and your God mission and assignment with someone that is not ordained for you, because this is how important this is. All right. And for some of you guys that have mission partners in the form of either family members, friends, or those that were supposed to be lovers to you, they're bottling up their emotions because they fucked up. Can you imagine being out here dealing with this type of like virus? Dang, my heart just kind of, it's been a while since my heart had a throb for this particular bloodline. But my heart, I just thought about something. And my heart just throbbed a little bit because the innocent ones in the seen and unseen bloodline that's been doing this shit. Oh, baby. Like, I mean, royally fucked up. Like, you ruined, whoever's been doing, I mean, ruined it all. Ruined their chance at anything, at any honor, at any. And mind you, I've been going through this warfare. I've been screaming, this ain't what kind of honor, this ain't honor. I'm like, this is horrible. This is terrible warfare. Right? Like, look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be truthful about the shit. Look, this shit ain't pretty at all. Can you imagine being on the other side of this though? Your bloodline needed you to like do this, but you chose to sabotage somebody else's bloodline for you to get the shit when that's exactly what took you out the game. Dang, that's terrible. This is why when I'm specific with God about an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, when it comes to my enemies and karma, I always tell God, please, if it's according to your will, please spare the innocent. So that may look like certain other people's bloodline members having to temporarily be in conjunct with somebody else's bloodline so that they don't have to go through the karmic debt that others are having to go through because of what they did to you and others. So for some of you guys, y'all know how that story Joseph, remember when his brothers threw him in a pit and then sold him into slavery after throwing him in a pit? And then after years of being in slavery, and then he went to jail while he was in slavery, and then got out because he was able to have dreams, and then he became like the king of something, I forgot, like over nations. He knew about the famine that was coming, and he was able to negate that by, preparing and so on and so forth, right? And having that divine guidance. So there were a lot of people, I want to say almost nations worth of people that was lined up to get food, resources from Joseph. And do you know, for those that don't know the story, that the very ones that threw him in that pit, the very ones that sat there and was jealous of him, envious of him, and I think they even, if I remember, they told the father that he died or he was sick or something. What happened to Joseph? Basically, as why is what happened, like why he was gone for so long. Oh, he died, or he got sick or somewhere. We couldn't find him, or he was kidnapped. Baby, God is putting you, if you're not in this, because this is a timeless reading, this will be past, present, future information for you, whatever season you're in while watching this. God is about to, if you're not already, about to put you, your table, the table God's about to prepare for you is about to be so fucking fat. It's about to be so fucking full. Earlier today, I was hearing like, y'all finna be able to eat for like thousands of centuries. Because I had to think about what a century was, and then thousands of centuries, hundred thousands of centuries. Y'all finna eat for life. Your table finna be full. Baby. Y'all finna eat. And nations are you're gonna be able to feed nations and still have bukus left over for hundreds and thousands of centuries. Can you imagine them having to come to you, the very ones that they sat here and tried to end because out of jealousy or because they wanted what you had? Can you imagine them having to look you in your face and ask you for food, shelter, clothes, resources, the very resources that they tried to take and keep permanently away from you? Can you imagine that? The humbleness. And it ain't even about that, it's the principle. 5-5. Look at that full moon in reverse. Secrets coming out. Okay, and it's like, oh, but there's more. This is your readiness to embark on new paths, close old chapters, and navigate the shifts between life stages. Absolutely. You got, it don't matter how much they want this cycle to stay open. It's closing. Or it's already closed. It's already closed. You're free. You're free to go. For some of you guys, going back to the beginning of this reading, good evening. There's shit in the water. So certain things, you free. But the reason why I still feel like maybe you're in a cell, or the reason why I may still feel like you're limited or you can't move, or what the fuck, is shit in the water. Okay? God is maneuvering the shit in the water that they keep trying to taint, right? So that you can have this steam takeoff, movement forward here. Okay? So you can embark on this journey and be prepared. Because not only will you see your enemy's karma, you're going to be the one that they try to contact. You're going to be the one that they're going to be trying to get stuff from. All right? And how you decide to handle that is going to be up to you and God, right? But just know that they robbing people out here spiritually and physically. And in this reading in particular, whether you feel this clairsentiently or not, this is how they've been doing it. You might be experiencing the physical realm symptoms of what they're spiritually doing, but you don't know that this is why you're experiencing the physical symptoms that you're experiencing from them spiritually doing this. As above, so below. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes. Congratulations. Okay? You deserve this freedom. And be mindful who God's continuing to reveal to you. All right? I wear the gloves because I have a spiritual virus called the Plague Rapture Part 2. This is to protect you from me, and this is to protect me from others that have the same spiritual virus and don't know it. All right. I hope that answers your question. And thank you all for your love and support here. It is truly, truly appreciated. And always remember, you make your own decisions. Peace out. Deuces.